Paper's due in 1 week, by the way, guys.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time for a 10-page paper.
That's like 2 months, man. We're fine.
All right. I'm going to get in the class draw. Welcome back, everybody. Season 2, episode 5, part 2, right?
This is episode 4, part 2.
Episode 4, part 2.
Close enough, though.
In part 1, just to recap, we talked about good study habits. Now we're going to be talking about bad study habits. So what makes us not study well? Matt, start us off. What are your bad study habits?
Stuff that I admit to?
Yes.
Stuff that stuff that I'll admit. So last time I was saying like the good stuff that I do. I like to think that I can study well and that I make good use of my time, but I admit that that's not always true. Usually that's because I either do like a really long stint of studying or working, and my brain really can't do anymore.
Your brain's just farting.
Yeah.
At that point, it's just like...
And it's good to take a break when you feel like that. Yeah. It's good to take breaks while you're studying. And I feel like I don't do that. I don't take breaks, and then I wear myself out.
Yeah.
And then I get into a hole that I can't really get out of. So I think if I was to take more breaks, just short ones, maybe I pull out my phone and check my feed and then put it back, or like go get like a snack or something like that.
Yeah.
Like recently there's been a lot of stuff on our plates. I mean, we haven't put out videos. We've been too busy.
Yeah. But on that grind, man.
Yeah. I found that I'm starting to wear out. Yeah. So then I take more breaks and longer breaks. Usually that means either watching YouTube or playing Minecraft. Or Wii Sports. Wii Sports is a bad one.
Wii Sports Resort.
Wii Sports is a bad one. Wii Sports, I mean, like we've got our Wii, we've got our PlayStation, that we play on, and it's good. I think it's a good thing for us to, on a weekend, wind down. Yeah. Wind down with the boys.
Yeah, just chill out. Yeah.
For a couple hours, but
Watching Jeopardy.
Like doing that's good weekly. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the point where it's like almost every day, but it's like we caught that and we recognized that was detrimental. I don't know. That was really my only one that I had.
So basically, what you're saying is, dude, I
study so well.
No, that's not it. I find that all of my bad study habits are psychological. I tell myself that I have more time than I actually have.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Paper's due in 1 week, by the way, guys.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time for a 10-page paper.
That's like 2 months, man. We're fine.
Yeah, man. I mean, 2 weeks is plenty of time to write a paper. I had an assignment. I wrote a 12-page paper in 10 hours.
Yeah.
First draft, not the final draft, but
yeah. You gotta be in that zone.
Yeah.
To write that.
Yeah, and I haven't found the zone yet. I've been too unmotivated.
Yeah, man, it's tough because like the break's right around the corner. Like when the break comes, it feels weird because it's like literally go. I need to get all this stuff done,
and then you're done for a month because neither Dylan or I or you have any final exams.
Yeah, I do. I have one.
Oh, well,
yeah,
okay.
That's
never mind.
Yeah, it's on the 10th.
So like on the 6th of December, both me and Dylan are done. School, like we don't have any finals, so
we got the next day.
Yeah, we're out of here. We're out of here. We're going home. And then we don't come back until like the 7th of January. So we have like a whole month.
Yeah, literally.
So
it's gonna feel weird, man.
The thought of that, I think, is what's hurting my motivation the most, because I have so much planned that I want to do this break.
Yeah, same.
That I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
And I'm finding it hard to not think about that. I gotta keep remembering that I got a lot of work to get there first, though. Will, what about you? What are you going to admit to on YouTube that you suck at?
I'm going to admit that, well, it's like we kind of talked about it last episode, or I guess part 1. Being on the phone, like that's horrible. That's a bad, horrible study habit.
Yes.
But one thing that can affect studying and make it bad is lack of sleep. You know, like I was really bad for that last first year. I went to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning and then got up at 10. Like, that's not good. I get in that groove of going to bed between like, I try to go between like 9 and 10 kind of, you know, and even then that's kind of difficult.
That's tough.
I remember there was times last year where you'd like stay up all night working on an assignment.
Yeah.
And then in the morning you'd just be like, you'd be like working at the table. And then we'd wake up at like, 8 or 9 in the morning whenever we wake up, and he'd just be passed out on the couch. No blanket, just...
Yeah, it was cold that night. I think the longest bender I had there last semester was, I think it was like 60 some hours, I think, that I stayed up for.
Oh, man.
Because like it was for my art class, and I was working on it like all the time, and I got everything done, and it was great, and everything looked good.
And sometimes if you do procrastinate and you put off work, you have no choice.
Yeah.
You have no choice. You have to get it done.
Yeah, no, that's one of the main things I can think of is a good sleeping schedule.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
Or a bad sleeping schedule, in which that can affect your studying.
That's your bad habit, is your sleeping schedule.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's one of them. Another bad study habit would be having, like, eating. You guys ever have that? Where you just like think, oh, I haven't had supper yet, or I haven't had lunch yet, or you're just always snacking on something.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I guess I could just take a break now too.
Yeah, that goes to or that speaks to what we talked about last episode, or last week, was justifying your procrastination.
Yeah.
And saying like, oh, I haven't eaten supper yet, and then you spend 2 hours eating KD and watching Netflix or something like that.
Yeah.
Or, oh, hey, I haven't gone to the gym today.
Yeah.
And when you could really afford skipping the gym to get ahead on your assignments, but you're like, okay, well, I'll go to the gym, or I'll go. I deserve a break or something like that, and you're like, you're justifying something that's not really justifiable. Because like making supper is definitely good.
Yeah, it's great.
You gotta eat.
Yeah.
But it's the break that you were saying. It's the break that comes afterwards, and you're like, oh, one more video on YouTube, or one more episode.
It turns into like 5 episodes.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, I gotta do dishes. Oh, well, now I should probably clean my room. Oh, now it's time for bed. And then you ended up doing nothing.
That's why I always watch my anime at nighttime. Because like, like
I watch my anime at nighttime.
No, but like at the end of the night, you did the work, you put in the work, or even gaming, right? Like once you put in that work, you feel good, you feel accomplished. Your relaxation time is so much more well deserved and well rewarded.
It is.
Like you're like, oh man, I'm done that assignment. Let's play some Minecraft.
Yeah.
Or like, let's watch some anime or whatever, right? Like, so I think it's important to focus on your work first and then save relaxation for after.
Well, one thing that can affect bad studying as well is just kind of like not having the inability to read, but just not having the practice, or like just not developing your mind enough.
Like
to,
you find you struggle with that.
Yeah, I'm not good at reading.
Like reading
anything. Like I just like I start yawning, my eyes start watering. I don't feel motivated to read. You can't read everything in an assigned text. you find parts that you can understand.
You gotta skim to find your information, because if you
find bold text, bold text,
your headings,
italicized text, headings, it's just
definitions
something that you can connect with.
Yeah, because if you start reading word for word, you're gonna get bored instantly.
Yeah.
And
Correct.
you will lose all motivation.
Yeah,
all motivation.
I'm bad for just losing losing all motivation before I even start. So I think this Christmas break coming up here, I think I want to definitely like kind of come back refreshed with a developed mindset.
Yeah.
Like reading. I think I'm gonna try and read some more, or read, not read some more. Actually, read instead of watching a YouTube video that I'm probably gonna forget in the next 10 minutes. Dylan, do you have any bad studying habits?
Y'all basically touched on all of them, and you brought up the food. I like food, and I find myself when I'm feeling unmotivated, I'll just like get up and just walk to the fridge and then walk back to my room.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. It's like I'm unmotivated, so I think I find myself, I'm bored, I guess I'll see what's in the fridge. And it's the same answer every time. It's like a bag of apples. That's all.
Can I call you guys out on something?
Yeah, sure.
Call us out, baby.
Okay, so I'm gonna call Dylan out on this. On his weird Minecraft study habit ritual, where if he's writing a paper, he'll write for 15 minutes, play Minecraft Hunger Games, rage out, and then as soon as he dies, go back to writing his paper.
Hey, man, I know, man. No, it's okay.
Because like I'll hear like silence and then just furious key tapping and mouse clicking.
Okay. So basically,
that's exactly it.
I'll play Minecraft Hunger Games. Then it's like really competitive. Then I'll rage, and I guess I'll go back to writing my paper. I only do that after like I've been writing for a while. Like, okay, I'll use this as a break.
Yeah.
And then when I die like 5 times, I'll go back to work. Kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
So
Feel free to call me out on anything. I'm gonna call Will out on his 4-hour stint trying to beat Lucia in Wii ping pong.
Yo.
I finally beat her though. Put it up on the screen right now. That's the score, baby.
Like, I mean, I've been trying to beat her, but I can't right now. And I forget what I was doing, but you were playing against her.
Yeah.
And I went out to do something. I come back 4 hours later. He's still in the living room playing against Lucia.
It happened like I was like, I've been working today. I will do a quick round of ping pong, and then I'll go back to working on my stuff. So I played one round, beat her pretty quickly, and then this Lucia came up. And I was like, wow, okay, she's like insanely good. She's hitting balls that you can't hit. She moves faster than
crazy.
you.
It's almost like
the computer's playing against you for sure. And then you play worse as well compared to other games you play. You hit the net more, you miss the table more. It's horrible. So I went on like a 4 to 6 hour bender trying to beat her.
Yeah.
And then I got upset.
We thought this man was going to lose his mind.
Yeah.
It was getting to the point where we didn't know what was going to happen to him.
Yeah.
We thought his brain was like turning to scrambled eggs.
Will's gone.
Because we couldn't tell if you were laughing or crying.
And then a miracle happened one day in a land far, far away. I beat Lucia.
He beat her.
And nobody was here to watch.
None of us were here. Sorry, just had to call that out because I
don't know what you're bad for, man.
I cannot think of anything that you're bad for. Yeah, your cooking is too good. Goes through my door.
It's probably good that we can't think of anything.
Yeah.
I'll call myself out on being a hypocrite.
Okay.
Because
for what?
Because like I'm always like, whenever you guys are stressed about an assignment or something, or you guys are talking about it, I'm like, yeah, well, you just put your head to the grindstone and get working on it. And then I go into my room and then I don't work on it either. So Will's entire life has been a lie up until this point.
Wow, this was an episode.
This was an episode.
Good.
All right.
All right, that's it for this episode of the 1021 podcast. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Leave a comment.
Yes,
leave a comment.
Sure you comment.
Because
definitely read them.
if you leave a comment,
Read it in a month from now.
yeah, we might you might be featured in our videos. So I mean, we'll read them. We definitely read the comments. We still have like extra hats and stickers. So if you want one, just like hit one of us up.
Yeah.
Christmas is just around the corner, baby.
Christmas is just around the corner. Next semester, what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to record videos in advance early in the semester, so that when we get busy, we can still upload content and we won't have to worry about recording. That's what happened this semester, is that we weren't really prepared for the amount of work that we were bombarded with.
Yeah, sure.
So we decided just to like take a step back and focus on that, get caught up. And I mean, right now we're not really that caught up, but we're doing this just so that we can finish off the year here with some content. And next semester it'll be a lot better. So what you'll see is, you'll see like the regular videos where it's just like one episode, but we want to try to keep the videos a little bit shorter, and then maybe release them in parts. Weekly little episodes, because that minimizes our workload, and it also minimizes your guys' workload to pay attention to a half-hour video of us dinks talking.
Being banks.
So like you'll see like maybe like 15-20 minute videos, not even that much, but 15-minute videos and kind of different parts of like a whole conversation. So that's what we're gonna try to do, and hopefully that works out. So
For sure.
Yeah.
all right, yeah.
We'll catch you later.
Hepatitis, see you later.
Have a good one.
Yeah, see you later.
Guys.
Like this video!
Like it so much.
Comments! And more videos! Woo! More videos!
Oh my god. Subscribe.